Yeah, yo, I can only play one more game. We got school tomorrow, right? Yeah, you're right. I can't stop right now. I've already won 3 games. Might as well make it 4, right? Yo, honestly, dude, I'm just gonna take a snow day tomorrow. Like, I'm not gonna be able to sleep enough. You need more than 7 hours of sleep, right? So my health comes first. There's no point going to school if you're like half dead. Well, not really. Tomorrow won't really be a waste. I'll just spend the whole day working on my documentary for English. I have a pretty good topic, so it shouldn't be too hard. I'm doing video game addiction. Did you know that 72% of American households play video games? And do you know that the same 9% also have a video game addiction? And on top of that, 4% spend more than 50 hours a week playing video games. At Orchard Park, we see students who like myself, have a video game addiction. We spend multiple hours a week just playing video games, even though we know that our grades are going to suffer from it. So why do we do it? Well, let's find out.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, what are you doing?
I'm just watching League video.
Yeah? How often do you play League?
6 hours a day.
6 hours a day, man?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you do it like before or after you do homework and stuff?
Before.
Wow. Do you like regret playing video games so often or no?
I get I could definitely improve my marks if I didn't play as much.
Yeah? So let's say you had like an exam tomorrow.
Yeah.
What would you still be playing though? Or would you be like, no, I should prioritize and do my schoolwork or study for my exam?
No, probably not. I'll try to, but I don't know, it'll just get to me again.
What's the most do you think you've played on like a school night?
8 hours.
8 hours on a school night?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So, but why do you play? Even though you know like your grades are suffering from it.
I don't know, it's just really addicting.
It's addicting?
With friends, really fun.
Yeah. Do you sometimes like lose track of time when you're playing?
Yeah, a lot. Sometimes
Right.
I just go into my zone,
Yeah, you get into your zone?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, thanks man.
No problem.
League of Legends, a PC gaming phenomenon that attracts 67 million players every month. Games tend to be roughly 25 to 60 minutes long and often induce anger, which feeds the player's need to improve. PC gaming is extremely popular among Orchard Park tech students, and in correlation, they also seem to be the most affected by this addiction. I decided to interview ex-robotics member and current Orchard Park tech student Brett Bakewell on how his typical gaming session is.
How many collective hours do you have online?
I have over 5,000 hours on Steam alone.
On Steam alone?
Steam alone.
Okay. So Brett, why exactly do you play video games? Even though you know it affects your grades and waste time.
They're fun. It's the way to waste time.
The way to waste time?
Yeah.
Would you say that you feel addicted and like you don't have fun normally without playing?
No, I can have fun without playing video games. I went to my cottage
Yeah?
over the weekend. That was fun. I went swimming.
Yeah, okay. So despite Orchard Park having a world-renowned robotics team, why do you think that so many OP robotics students insist on wasting time playing video games? Even though they're like geniuses, man. OP robotics.
It's just fun, dude.
That's fun?
Yeah, some games that you play stress your mind.
Yeah.
Make you think harder.
So it's like
Stronger, better. You know?
it's intellectually stimulating, I guess. That's cool. Alright. How long have you played for on a school night?
The longest I've played for on a school night is over 13 hours.
Then
What is
like,
sleep?
how do you sleep? You don't sleep?
No, what is sleep?
13 hours on a school night? But Orchard Park students are intelligent. Our robotics club is one of the best in the world. Surely once they get to university they'll limit their playtime in order to get their degree. Right? I decided to interview my cousin over Skype, who is currently a computer science student at UTSC, in order to find out if video game addiction is something you just outgrow once you get to university. Hey man, what's up?
What's up, dude? How's everything been going?
Good, good. Yo, I'm doing a documentary on the on video game addiction. So I was just wondering how video game addiction affects like affects the life of people on campus at UTSC.
Well, let's preface this by saying UTSC is a very diverse campus, so you picked a pretty good university to get an opinion from. From what I've seen personally, a lot of kids do play in class, but the games they play range a lot. So there's like different types of games. Ones that you can very easily multitask in, like card games, usually browser-based games, or very easy to multitask in. They don't really put any strain on your mind. And there's games that are more straining, and then that you have to give like 100% of your attention to. And if you don't, you're not going to do well in the game. So people do play both types of games, but the ones that play the harder games like Counter Strike or League of Legends in class are the ones that really cannot pay any attention at all to the lesson. Because if they do, they're going to do bad in the game, and if they don't, they're going to do good in class. So it's really up to them what they want to do. But if you're playing, you're probably going to want to do good in the game. Basically, the kids that do that usually leave the class either early or leave really late. It's like they have no idea what's going on around them. And on exams, you don't really get to see the other kids' marks, but just by looking at the averages of like, the midterms and finals, you can tell that since the class average was so low and there's a lot of kids playing games, you can tell that the reason it was probably like that is because a lot of kids were slacking off in class.
Do you find that they were like that they had like a lot of potential? Did they seem like smart people though?
Like, well, yeah. I mean, I couldn't really tell you because I never really talked to them or hanged out with them, but
Yeah.
so I couldn't really tell you.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, man.
No problem.
All right.
Good
See you,
luck with
dude.
the documentary, dude.
Yeah. Thank you. Meet my brother Gerdev, who is currently in grade 9 at Orchard Park. At the end of last summer, he had finally made enough money refereeing to make his own gaming PC. However, that gaming PC went on to affect his marks in the first semester. So how many hours a week would you say you've played?
I'm usually like a long time ago. I used to play about 55 hours a week.
Really? 55? So how did you juggle schoolwork, video games, and family time?
I kind of didn't. I didn't do the schoolwork most of the time. I didn't do the formatives because like they're not worth anything. So I was like, I just play video games, and then I didn't hang out with you guys because you guys are just boring. So.
Okay, well, fair enough, I guess. But I've noticed you don't really play 55 hours a week anymore. Last I checked, that number dropped down to 12 hours. How did you manage to subdue your video game addiction?
Well, when you guys were when you were studying for exams, I was trying to rank up in Counter-Strike because I was bored. And then my parents saw me playing Counter-Strike while you were studying. And then my parents basically told me that if I didn't take school more seriously and slow down the video games, that it would just be gone for good, right? So I was like, I might as well limit it than not have it at all.
Okay, so did you end up getting the satisfactory marks?
Yeah, I managed to get all over 70s, so...
Okay, that's not bad, I guess. So what advice would you give to others in order to give up playing obsessively? Because even I play 18 to 20 hours a week.
Well, my first tip is to limit the type of games you play because it depends. If you're playing online games, especially with friends, you tend to play a lot more. I say if you can, try to play more single player games because at least you can set a goal for when to stop because online games just go forever. So single player games help you helps you cut down on time. You don't play as much.
Okay. So how much should they limit themselves by?
I think they should limit I think you should do. Well, we come home 2-3 o'clock, right? And most people go to bed 11, 12, right? So I would say if you're doing 3-4 hours of homework that day, then play 1 or 2 hours of games. And if you have no homework, then just have fun. You have no reason to.
All right. So just control yourself, I guess.
Yeah, control yourself depending on your workload. Always get your work done first, then you can play as much as you want after.
Do you feel that the first step was the hardest step in your recovery, I guess?
Yeah, because it was hard to go from 55 hours by playing every day like playing every day because like in Counter-Strike, like you have to play a lot if you want to rank up. And
Yeah.
I was like kind of upset because I was like I was almost the highest rank because I was playing so much. But then since I cut down, I'm like, well, it's just a video game. It's not that important. So like the first step after I got over that, it was pretty easy to let myself right after.
All right. Well, thanks, man.
No problem.
Yeah. We at Orchard Park are at the gateway to the rest of our lives. Slacking off now can result in us landing in dead-end careers, or no career at that. For this reason, it is crucial that we manage our time at Orchard Park wisely, and not allow for our hobbies to control us. Use video games as a reward for completing homework, and never allow yourself to play without completing homework first. Remember, the hardest part is starting.